Salute, fam. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all. Fresh always. My guy. Call dog. The OG in the building. Salute, family. Y'all know how we do, man. The water game. Yeah, y'all. We finna get into this Africa, man. Don't call us African American respectfully. Salute, fam. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all. Fresh. Oh, my bad, y'all. Nito Swan in the building. Yeah, you be hitting them YouTube streets today. Yeah. Well, me, I've been hitting them. Yo, you talking about to check the live out. Man, salute, family. Salute, bro. Renaissance woman, salute to you. Always Ainswell, my guy. We got the front liners in here tonight. Y'all rule. Shout out to the mods, man. Yeah, family. You know how this is. This like we having a cookout, man. This our digital cookout. Y'all know how we do. Shout out to Don Jeter, man. My guy. Aaron, bro, who was on that he was on the live when we was talking to old boy. And I know a lot of people been calling in, they Democrats. I got people want to call in and talk, but I know some of y'all be like, man, we gotta talk to them, y'all. We gotta put people on point and we gotta let them know what the real is. We can't just leave them at bay. It's a lot of marketing that's going on to our people. So it's our job to get their mind right. I know some of y'all be like, man, but it's somebody watching that we got to be able to educate. So Ching Lee is in the building. Okay, salute. Oh, you talking about shout out Creek though. Yeah, man, I want y'all to hear this. I got a couple topics I'm finna bring out. I want to get y'all opinion on this. Y'all see the title is we are Americans. We not Africans. Okay, that name got us robbed. Them calling us Africans made it to where it was more accessible for people to take advantage of America while we don't know about it. Because we sitting back like, oh my God, Africa, this is our land and we have to protect it. So this land has been unprotected for a long time because we was mentally brainwashed. You feel me? So, Levon, what's good? I got to get to the family. Salute Artist Life, man. You know how we do, man. I had to appreciate you, fam. But yeah, y'all. So us calling ourselves African American is not gonna make us think that thing, bro. We gotta protect the land. Anybody else knowing where they land at, they know they gotta protect it. If we would have been knowing that, we would have been, hold on, there's a lot of people coming over here. African American got us thinking we immigrants like them. Thinking us we immigrants like Europeans. Check out what Trump did about I did see that. I had that on my list too, family. I was thinking about dropping a video on it though, but it was in my category of, but we'll see. Shalom. I possibly could talk about it and chop it up. But yeah, we're gonna get into some I'm gonna have you with that, y'all. You good at them topics, so we can already have it right. I got you. I'm gonna call you after. Thank you for defining that properly. Oh, Angela, salute. Yeah, I appreciate you. But yeah, y'all. So now we gotta protect it. We gotta understand there's infiltration going on. There's people that's not supposed to be here. You feel me? Imagine if you had a gated community. You stay in a gated community, and you seeing people that you know not supposed to be in the gated community. They done hop the gate. You gonna be like, how long? We got to get you up out of here. You ain't supposed to be here. But we finna get to this dude, y'all. We finna tap in. Levon in the building. We got everybody. Angela, Destiny. I appreciate you. But let's get it, y'all. I ain't gonna talk y'all know I don't like to be talking too much. I'm trying to work on that. People been saying, talk more, let the people know how I'm feeling. So I'm working on it. Put they bugging. Check this out though, fam. We finna get into it. I'm gonna open the chat. I want to know what y'all think too. Let's get it.
They call me Obroni. Obroni means white man. It makes me think about how I learned that race is a false concept and that it's fictitious. I mean, growing up in America, obviously, I grew up as a black man, black boy. Before that, at some point, was considered biracial, but that kind of fades. And when I went to South Africa, though, and I'm meeting colored people with the OU, you know what I mean? Yeah. And this is a completely different societal distinction. And I realized that people are considering me to be colored and that I'm not black. And I'm like, no, I'm black. They're like, you're absolutely not black, you know? And it's such a different distinction of what is black versus what is not black in South Africa. Then when I go to Ghana, they call me Obroni. Obroni means white man. It means foreigner, but it also has a slightly like
my bad, y'all. They calling him a white man over there in Africa because he's biracial. You know, they looking at him and they like, oh no, something ain't right. That tether don't know what he's talking about like usual. Negro Tron put facts. All nations are against us. The true American originals of North and South. We are the crossroads. Salute. Look how they say how they treat him in Africa.
Praised connotation in a colonial sense.
Shongamla.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like a foreigner, but it's a bit uplifted.
It's an exalted foreigner.
An exalted foreigner.
Yeah.
And they'll call me a white man. So I'm in this house where I'm staying, and the man who works in the home sees that I'm about to go outside. It's like 9 p.m. I'm trying to go find some food. Ghana's very safe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go find some food. I'm like putting on my shit. And he's like, where are you going?
Good.
I said, well, I'm about to go get some food. He said, Ghanaians, I do not like when white people go out at night. And I'm like, me? White people go out at night? I'm like, if you don't get the fuck out of my way, like, I'm from Chicago. I'm from a very dangerous place.
I'm from Chicago. So my point is, when you go there, if you tell them that you're African American, it's like, what are you talking about? Salute LF in the building. Appreciate everybody, man, who be sending me content that I gotta go through to drop. I be using that. That helps me dearly. Levon, yeah, you know, that definitely helps me see what's going on. I got other set of eyes. But yeah, though, family, we finna hear from some FBAs, though. Hear what our people got to say. You know, we got to tap into the people. Got to tap into the people. But I wanted to get what y'all said. Homie was in my comment. Democrat Shields, you know, I don't know why they stay in my comment section now. Like, I got a comment section full of Democrats, bro. Be one shalom. Shout out to LF, man. You put vices high, but I want to show y'all this, some of the people, but let's find this right here. Salute to the gang, though. Salute to the gang. Feel like we missing somebody, but hey, who we got is who we got right now. I'm gonna open up the chat too. See what they talking about. But we are foundational Black American, the people with souls. When I went to Ghana, they called me an American. Right. And what if you would have said, they ain't call you no African American? Like, they know better. Those shields are their own purpose to cast doubt. Yeah, it's not working no more, man. That's what I'm saying. They called you an American. Imagine like how green we sound. We go over there and we like, yeah, we using African American. They're like, what is that? That don't even make sense. We are foundation of Black America. Salute, salute. Nah, I'm finna show y'all what. We gotta get it. My guy. Gotta take it to my guy. Y'all check out my guy right here. The thumbnail. Okay. Sonya, y'all feeling the thumbnails, huh? I mean the thumbnail that we had. That's good. I've been hitting that one a lot. You know we gotta represent, man. We gotta represent, man. Gotta start representing. I'm gonna replace this with y'all check this out. We on FBA conversations, man. FBA conversations. Y'all know I already went over Lil Homie.
Diaspora. And it's exposing how many of these different groups really feel about Black Americans. It's crazy. You can be from Nigeria, live inside of the United States, but be proud Nigerian. You can be from Ghana or other parts of Africa and be proud of your country. You can be from Haiti or Jamaican and still be proud of those things, even though you live here. But once we flex on how we're proud to be an American, it's all of a sudden an issue. Now that we've been uncovering all of these different benefits that was specifically made for Black Americans that many of your groups have been eating off of for years in the name of all of us being Black, now it's an issue. Now you guys started wanting to be Black once Trump started bringing up that 14th Amendment. Now everybody Black wants ISIS out there in them streets. I love that we're separating ourselves. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news, but every time a crime happens and that skin is dark, they have been naming countries now. Well, nationalities and ethnicities. Previous to that, or a year ago, even 2 years ago, they would just say that person is Black. And those crime numbers are now attributed to just being Black, but now they're separating it. And we're starting to see the levels of crime or the statistics on crime drop amongst Black Americans.
We see you.
If I hear one more immigrant, one more tether, one more stupid Pan-African tell me that it's a conspiracy.
Love, what's good?
That we are delineating and we're falling for it. So, let me ask you, where was the conspiracy theories when we were being quiet? We were coming over here talking about we called you booty scratcher when you were in high school or elementary, because we are children now, right? And us calling you names. Nah.
Hello, you said, can we? I never canceled Dr. Matthew. I never canceled her. I ain't put her in that league yet. I ain't get there. You feel me? I ain't cancel her. I don't want you to put that out there. Now, I ain't canceled her. I did say she was performative, but I did say I had said something and was like, you know what? If she just performative, if she is with Black and Brown, we do see she got some off-code language. And, you know, we may have to start canceling people for bad language. You can't call us no African. You can't be saying brown and Black and brown unity when we don't have no allies. if I hear any of this, I'm suspect of you. I can't feel like you real. A real person that's representing the country wouldn't talk like that, fam. FBA is FBI. I bet you won't call in and have a point and try to prove that. I bet you won't call in. I don't even like y'all interrupting our spaces like that. I'm gonna even stop indulging into that. I be indulging into y'all, like be just saying anything trying to get an emotion. But saying somebody FBI, putting police on people, I don't take that lightly, family. But I know they be saying that trying to just get a reaction out of them. And I don't need to give them no play. Like, just because if you say something crazy, that don't mean I'm gonna bring you on my channel to speak. Yeah, I ain't doing that. But that's a fact. That's a good name. She's off cold. She's part of the Kumbaya crew. Yeah, she off cold. I don't know, but I'm with you. She goes after the slumlords real hard. What a god. Yeah, she goes after the slumlords. I mean, I don't be trying to go at, I just be trying to code enforce, make sure that people respecting our code of ethics and they not playing with us, as far as with our name, all this African American, this allies with brown and all colored people. Right, Tini. I be letting them get me off, y'all. I struggle with that. For real. Because they're doing this purposely too. You know what I'm saying? I know they sending people to my chat. It's like a lot of people I gotta understand, man. Let them people do this. You have no proof of it being FBI, just a troll. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get into a little Myron talk too, man. Don't even. Check out those videos. I'm gonna pull one up. I did was check, I was the one putting her videos out. I'm gonna put one up, last one that she did, but I do not respect people saying black and brown unity when we don't have no allies. Stop lying to these people. Nobody fight for our causes. So I'm to the point that where I'm like, if you doing that, it's off code to me. You cannot do that to us. She definitely loved being center of attention. Yeah, I'm finna pull up the video. I like her approach. My bad. No, listen, that ain't on you, Sonya. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. I like her approach too. I like what she's doing, but I just got to do my job. We got to make sure that people are on code. You can't be out here having an influence on our people and you steering them down the wrong direction with this black and brown unity and Pan-Africanism. Is like, I don't care who you is. I gotta give it to you. And she's still on that African American mess. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can't. It is what it is at this point. You got to know the code. You got to know the code of ethics that we going by, and that's everybody knows that. Everybody knows. Don't stop playing with us with this black and brown unity in this African American name. But other than that, she's holding it down. But those are two big issues, bro. That the code is the leader. If you're not following code, it seems like it's room for a Democrat to come up in there. That's the same Democratic talking point. But FBI ain't getting nothing out of us, bro. Shut up, bro. If you knew what the FBI right, I ain't finna even let you. Let's get back to this. Y'all finna bring up let this woman.
Equates to you growing up and trying to undermine the people who look like you, who fought for you to be able to come here and be just a little bit free, because you're way more free than in your own land, no matter how much y'all claim. And you know it. or you won't still be running here.
You won't be coming here at all. Like, how would the government benefit? And anytime the government got into our business, and you seen that with the Black Panther Party, they took out Fred Hampton, they used William O'Neill. I know the real history behind what they do to our people. So when you talk about the FBI want to create FBA for what? To pay us reparation? You think the FBI want us marching around here talking about we want reparations, no check, no vote? You crazy, family. He is crazy.
So where was the conspiracy theory then?
He's just a tether. So
you really think that FBA don't know that all of a sudden that they pushing out all of this information, allowing so much information to come out so we can see it? You think we don't know? We just on you now because we realize what? That we alone are going to have to fight this. That y'all are too weak. Too weak in mind and too weak in spirit. You see, here's the thing with us. We know that they trying to push a divide. But we also know that we were never together. And we could never be together with you and your tribalism mindset. We know that. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're allowing, you see when you want the truth to come out, you stand back and you let friends fight it out. They're going to tell all the secrets. So that's what we're doing. We're sitting back and we're gathering
Mississippi FBA, salute, family.
Because that's what we do. We learned that we need to gather information documents while y'all fighting and letting it out. And then we're going to hold on to it, and we're going to use it, and we're going to expose it, and we're going to build it. We're going to build on it. And we're going to keep this royal house. See, that's why you were jealous before. To try to sell out the royal bloodline from long, long before your ancestors and you that was here before. But you see how it backfired on you? To now you knocking down the door to come in to where you sent us at. Because without us, what? The land is still in poverty. You're still undereducated in so many ways. You think because you come over here and you get the European education and their doctrines and their bachelors, you're just as stupid as they are. And you see, FBA, we need to get up. All of y'all on them drugs, hanging out on them corners, you need to get up. Because you see it now, right? So we need to get in and do what we're supposed to do and need to do. So whenever we come back or our children are here, that it's a better thing for us still. And keep growing and stay on code. Conspiracy theory. Where was the conspiracy theory when you felt like you were sitting at the seat with them? When you felt like you were at the table with them, huh? Where was all the conspiracy talking and the division talking then, Caribbean and African?
Nito Swarm.
Use this fire to purify your mind, your mindset. Stop being stupid. That's why you don't like FBA. Because we're going to talk to you like this. And y'all don't like real. You like to be fake. Okay. No, it's okay. No, man, brethren. No, man. We are one people. We are one. But meanwhile, behind the blood clot back.
Get her.
You're sabotaging. Jealousy. That's what has always took us down. That is the conspiracy.
Get her, man.
That want to use jealousy. So don't worry about the conspiracy that we riding on. We know the wavelength we riding on. Now you use your conspiracy the right way. Because we're going to use ours. Because we see you next. We see you.
Anybody that's ever expressed disdain for foundational Black Americans, what I notice is that their dislike of us or their criticisms of us is always extremely infantile.
Hold on, she killed it. Listen, I gotta give up the auntie wasn't playing, man. Auntie gave it. Auntie was cooking. But yeah, man, that FBA energy is something else, family. That energy is something else. It's so many haters too. We got so many haters, family. It's so quiet on Cinco de Mayo. We got so many haters, and we don't hate nobody. We listen. It's like we let y'all have y'all flag, rock with everybody. Let's go.
It's always very juvenile. It's like a childlike reasoning for not liking another person. It never has any real substance. It's always something like, oh, well, when I was in the 3rd grade, somebody called me an African booty scratcher. It's like, dude, you're 47. Who didn't get made fun of when they were in the 3rd grade? Who didn't get roasted? Who didn't get joked on? That's what kids do. They're mean. They're not nice. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass woman, and you still harping on to something that happened back when you was a child. And as far as I have heard or seen, a lot of these people came over here with terrible stereotypes of Black Americans. So it ain't like you came over here with these innocent thought processes of us. It ain't like you came over here thinking highly of us. You came over here thinking that you was better than us. You came over here telling us that we was lazy, that we didn't have no culture, that we didn't have no language, that we need to want to be you, that we should not have any pride about ourselves. Like we need to just try to be Africans. That's the whole sentiment that y'all come at us with. And it's just extremely juvenile. It's never any.
Big facts, man. We finna go over that Trump. Trump had a green card policy. He just mean. What you mean? I seen 5 million. What y'all? I just seen 5 million. Not from what I know, but these illegals are getting deported. From a chart that I looked at, about 5 million so far are gone. Okay, I'll bring me up to speed. I seen 5 million and I didn't know what to do with myself. Shout out to Shay Boogie, Tamika Mason. Also, I heard that they're about to try to pass a bill where if you're not from this country, you can't be in Congress. You can't be a mayor. You can't be a governor. They're going to have to do that because we standing on that. It shouldn't be we don't want to see foreigners telling us what policies we got to be led. Like, who want to be led by somebody that ain't from the land you from, fam? That don't even make no sense. We gotta change that. We gotta woo a Chung Woo as a mayor. Like, who would? It ain't even enough of y'all out here. That's why we should. That's how you know, like, we would have been in a presidency or something. Where's the chart? Mo, what's good, family? Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, this is where it's at, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. From the water gang, the water family. Yeah. We FBA, but we the advocates of clean water for the community around here. If y'all don't know, man, that's exactly what we do. I mean, yeah, that's what we do. Over here, water gang. But yeah, y'all, we finna get into what boy say he wanna. Let's check out this y'all talking about Dr. Matthews, and then we gonna get into Trump. Iceman, my guy. Salute, family. The real Iceman, you feel me? What's wrong with Drake, man? Telling you the real Iceman, family. I appreciate y'all, man. It's always love tapping in with y'all. Let's get to it though. Let's switch it out. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's switch it out. I messed up on that one. Okay, let's switch it. I'm gonna put it on Dr. Matthews now. Listen, y'all know the code. You know, she breaking the code. She breaking the code, but we appreciate what she's doing to a certain extent, but
you can turn your newsletter into
all for nothing.
Actual business. You just need to stop using 5 platforms to do what one was literally built for.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Candace Matthews, your national.
Boy, she made sure right. She ready for attention, boy. Look at her to the 9. They're the ones that's stopping our reparations, especially Governor Jersey. The resource extracted from the land are going back to funding the people on the land. Government function is to dispense resources to the people. That's it. Yeah. They're the ones that's stopping our reparations. Yeah, they gotta go. Yes, sir. The real Navy call sign Iceman, aka Lil Yo's. Salute. Always, bro. Yeah, man, y'all know it's always love. Let's play this lady though. The chart is on government website. Levon under immigration deportation. Dang, they deporting 5 million people. 5 million, that's crazy. Get these roads a little bit more clearer, bro. All this traffic in Florida, man.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Candace Matthews, your national renowned human civil rights activist, advocate, and author. I'm here in Fifth Ward, Texas. I grew up around this area. This is Northeast Houston. I went to our Mother Mercy Catholic School over here. I come get my hair done out here. You know, Fifth Ward is just Fifth Ward. We come and get the chicken and all the good stuff. So I'm here with Mr. Galantine. And so Mr. Galantine is the great grandson for Miss Howard, whose property that we're on right now. Miss Howard unfortunately couldn't be here with us because her health had took a real rapid decline, because let's be clear, you know why that happened? In regards to this cancer cluster that's happening right here in Fifth Ward in the Trinity Garden area. And so, Mr. Galantine, I thank you so much for, you know, coming out here and, you know, standing in power for your grandmother and, you know, to kind of let the community know and, you know, just kind of like let us know, like, what is it that you had to endure and all of this stuff. But before we get to that, like, we did some research on you, right? And so you were the valedictorian for Wheatley High School. And then you went to Texas A&M. So like just kind of tell us how that happened with you getting out of Fifth Ward.
Dress now. Come
so I grew
on,
up in the
man.
Fifth Ward area, of course. This home has been the home of many generations. I graduated from Phyllis Wheatley High School with the original plan to go off to Texas A&M University and become a meteorologist. And so that I did do. I ended up changing majors partway throughout college. During my tenure through college, a good brother of mine, I call him a brother because we were all raised here in this area, Stephen Devon Anderson, he was diagnosed with cancer.
That's the young man that died?
Yes. And I shared that link and information with you as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so Stephen was diagnosed with renal medullary carcinoma cancer. And they only gave him 1 year to live. Stephen eventually passed away, I believe in 2019 or 2020, just before graduation.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And so I did hear about the cancer cluster here in the Fifth Ward area, and to the knowledge that I had was that it was causing a lot of cancer and a lot of death in the area. And throughout those years of being in high school and then leaving and going off to Texas A&M University, a lot of family death local to this area right here on Raleigh Street started to take place. We have, for instance, my cousin LaTonya Antoine, who was found deceased on her living room floor in her home, with no explanation as to how did it happen.
And what year was that?
This was about 2024.
Oh, wow.
And then we had Miss Diane Chapman in this home just to my left, who also basically dropped dead on her floor. No real cause as to what transpired or how that happened. And then we had Miss Eleanor in the home just adjacent to Miss Diane Chapman's home, who also passed away. She got very ill and sick. And so my grandmother, who is 89 years old, was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And she is very ill amongst a whole lot of other things.
Yeah.
And so there should have been something done about the cancer in this area. I have friends in high school that came down with cancer and died, abruptly. Yes. And so, being from Fifth Ward, I do care about the people here.
Yes.
This is my community.
Yes.
I'm a part of this community. And I do appreciate you coming out here to represent Fifth Ward in this way, because if someone tells us that they're going to do something, then we expect for them to do it.
Absolutely.
And so we put our leaders into a position to represent us, and we have to hold them accountable to see to it that they're going to maintain integrity and do what it is that they said they were going to do. Now, I know you briefly mentioned to me that there was a lawsuit that was supposed to have been filed back in 2022.
So yeah, so basically what he's speaking of is that this is in regards to
video creators. I just found a software that color grades for you. So I came across Imagine AI, which
Man, if y'all run across Fee from H-Town, you in Houston, Iceman, we looking to get some, we looking to all chip in on an acre out there, man. I hear it's for cheap, man. So we gonna have to tap in with you, Iceman. I know Iceman on, Iceman Fee, whoever my Houston people. They saying 30 minutes outside of Houston. Cleveland, it's a lot of our people that's getting into this area. So everybody who on the west, who out there in New York, 30 minutes outside of Houston, I think she knows what she's doing. Either that or she really out of touch. She carrying Ebola in that jumpsuit. Man, y'all be, you in the DMV, Iceman. I thought you talking about Houston.
Who's now the congressman. He was the county attorney for Harris County. So he was the one who was supposed to be spearheading this in regards to this cancer cluster and things like that. He went on the news and showed this document here, that this was a letter to intent to sue.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so, all right, cool. But my thing is this. Why haven't these people been moved? And this was done in 2022. That lady died in 2024.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so then my research team and legal team, we did further research, and I want to show something. And I want to get your honest opinion about this. What I'm showing him here, only attorneys that practice in federal court can pull things up in Pacers. So we got all of these Union Pacific lawsuits, but it's not this one. So the question is, I want you to take a look at that. Did he file the lawsuit or what? Because this is the notice to intent. This, like what says? What lawsuit at?
Yeah.
Why wasn't your grandmother moved?
Yeah.
Why wasn't all these other people moved if you supposed to be the county attorney to ensure the safety of these people? Yes. So now he's the congressman, he's running for office again. Okay, I get it. But these people still here. Like your grandma is on her last leg right now.
Absolutely.
Real
So
Texas
just
cowboy.
like these other people that are here. So like you just left them to go to DC?
Real Texas Cowboy, I put the Discord link in there, man. Hit that Discord for me, cause we're trying to get some of them acres out there, man, and bring them costs down for FBA, for anybody, So I'm already in the Discord, water guard. Yeah. For real, salute. Yeah, you in DMV though, but yeah, y'all, I got we finna talk about that, but I'm trying to put it together right now. I researched that in the South right now, Houston area, around Dallas and Houston, is best in the market right now. So we just trying to position that. We ain't trying to let all the gualas get it all, man. We gotta grab land for us, y'all. We just gotta get comfortable at just grabbing land. Shoot, somebody may need it. One of our people may need it, and we may be like, you know what, let's give it to home. Let's give it to them. We got a family out here that need it. We can put something up in there for them. So Yeah, y'all, we got to start grabbing stuff. So I'm gonna talk about it this week too, man. Just get into the Discord and yeah, I'm trying to get like 1,000 I'm trying to get 1,000 of my subscribers. Put on like $100. We can get a couple acres. We could do something real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Real quick, bro. You know, I got almost 13,000. I just want a good 1,000 loyal people to say, hey, boom, y'all, let's fund this project. Put them in there, put some houses up there. Cause them container homes, man, that's where it's at right now, y'all. That's where it's at. Let me let them go.
And we don't see a damn lawsuit?
Yeah.
Like, what's that? Like, you tell me. Like, do we need to send his ass back to D.C.? Like, you tell me what you think just based upon, you know, what I'm showing you. Because I'm showing you facts. I'm showing you evidence.
Yeah. My honest opinion on the matter is that we have these leaders that come through our communities that do photoshops, and they want the attention. They want us to represent them. They want our vote. Today is early voting. And they tell us all of these different things. Oh, we're going to represent this. We're going to bring in funding. We're going to help with healthcare. We're going to provide a safer living environment. All of these different promises is what some of our leaders have done.
My guy. No, man, he gave me salute, Ains. Well, yeah, he gave me another shout out. That's what's up, man. Shot Boogie put him down. Yeah, y'all. I need help putting this together too, y'all. I know I got 1,000 people that's like, look, I want to see us start something to trying to get Black people lower affordable homes. I've been doing my research, and that Texas area is where we can get the cheapest land and build. It's already a dude doing it. You know, I had reached out to him, and he's building container homes at a very low cost. It can cut people, you know, monthly expenses down. So if we just get 1,000 people, y'all just put in $100 to the kitty. We just gonna boom, boom. We just gonna get comfortable with grabbing land and making sure we getting our expenses down in this country, family. Yeah, but shout out to Dwan B, man. I appreciate that, boy. And Kwame Brown stopped by. I didn't hear him shout me out, but he stopped by the channel and commented and saluted y'all. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all coming to the channel and being loyal. Ains well called y'all that being loyal is making me reach these people. So it's like they would have never heard of me if y'all wasn't, you know, supporting. We know they ain't following the water or the cat. Y'all rules be posted. For real. Shout out to the boot. For real, the boot, man, is as real as it get down there, man. I ain't like how that dude try to try us, bro. He trying to, Dwan be official. I had tapped in on his channel a couple days ago. Yeah, we always listen. People that's on code, we got to start putting them out there. I'm always shouting out the people that's on code, you know, because everybody do that. Everybody that's on code, we always shout each other out. So it's a lot of fakeness. It's a lot of fakeness out here. So Floridian, Mississippi. For real, man. I love Mississippi. Love my Mississippi folks, man. My great grandfather and my great grandmother, grandfather and grandmother, Mississippi. On my dad's side, on my mom's side, they North Carolina. So I got Cherokee, North Carolina on both sides, you know. Love DB. For real, for real. Hey, great minds think alike. Who y'all like, they rocking with me. So it's like we a little family here. I can't wait, man. I'm trying to put something together. I can't wait to see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That love gonna be, I know the energy gonna be crazy. Don B, my fellow FBA Cali, bro. Yeah, shout out to my people in Cali, man. It seemed like, bro, I'm in the South, but it seemed like I got a lot of followers in the South, but man, majority of my people is Cali. Shout out to Cali, man. From what I see, it's like majority of the people is out there on that West Coast. It's water call on the one. On what you mean? Yaru ain't called we pulling out the coffee can? What you mean is water call on that one? My uncle Pecan Street. All right, y'all, let me let this go, man. The FBAs. Let's get to Trump though. I just want to see what old Trump up to right now. So no green card. It was something else I wanted to show y'all. Something else I wanted to show you. Man, we ain't got no brothers talking about it. I like to see our people right, you can't even come to the country. Hey, that's crazy. You can't even come to the country, bro, without filling out that green card before you even get here. You're the train, water. I'm just the caboose. Man. Lavon, what you talking about inside? I'm just getting up to this. Let me put this on. Yeah, come on and move down to the Texans. Way in the water. Let's go, y'all.
Only has 12 notes. There's no rule in nature that says you have to have 12 notes. In fact, in between each note, there's infinite notes.
Staying on top of more major headlines from throughout this week and taking a look at a social media post here on your screen, courtesy of the Wall Street Journal. It says this: most green card applicants will need to go abroad to apply for permanent residency at an American consulate rather than filing from within the U.S. as they do now. That's according to an announcement made by the Trump administration this past Friday. Now, for over half a century, foreign nationals with legal status have been able to apply for and complete the entire process for permanent residence in the U.S. That includes individuals married to U.S. citizens, holders of work and student visas, also refugees and political asylum seekers. However, this announcement from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services says foreigners who are in the U.S. temporarily and who want to apply to become lawful permanent residents or green card.
I'm interested in what y'all talking about. Oh, y'all talking about the land we trying to get. Okay. Yep, that's how it's supposed to be to get a green card. Yeah, don't come over to my country and then you applying for a green card. No, man. We don't accept you. Now we gotta haul you back to your country. It's too expensive. It's too much money. We'll let you know if you can book your flight, once you fill out your application. I know they crying about this. Not even in that Florida water. No, man, they can't come through in that Florida water. Look, I just seen a video where I'm from. They said a whole bunch of $500,000 came up on the shore, and they had found it, bro. I'm like, bro, I should have been back home on the beach, bro. I missed out on a half a ticket, and this happened in my city like so many times. It's like money will come up in the ocean. They get a green card for 2 years. So I'm talking about wireless cans. I don't know what that is. Jason, after Juneteenth, July, August, September, October, November, hurricane season. Oh, damn, you know the name and all, huh? That's wild. Yeah, but I mean, we already know about hurricane season. Since Trump been in Florida, it seems like ain't no hurricane been hitting Florida, especially around his damn house. They gotta kick rocks wearing flip-flops. What God, I probably can see if you can buy my aunt land and you see. In Gonzales, my great grandmother was enslaved there, and her cousin said most of it without us knowing. Dang. Yeah, man. Yeah, see what you could do, family. I mean, I just got a good idea, man. Right down the street from me, but they got containers, man, for $1,300. And it's like you could put 6 of them together, man, and have a nice, you know what I'm saying? So it's something good, bro, we could do for the, for our people. Give them good deals. The devil don't be live. I'm with you on that. I do believe a lot of the government wasn't following rules. I do believe that. They ain't care.
Holders have to return home and apply there. A lot to discuss with this developing story. So joining us next to do so is Andrea Flores. She is a former immigration advisor for the Department of Justice. Andrea, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Let's just set the groundwork here for our viewers who might not be familiar with this process in general. Before this announcement was made, Andrea, typically, how long does it take for someone to get a green card, and what does that process look like?
It can be extremely lengthy depending on how you enter the country or what status you're in. And people should know that there are 2 different ways you can apply to get a green card. You can apply from abroad at a consulate, or you can do what millions of immigrants have done now for, as you mentioned, decades, which is apply to adjust your status because you are already here on a visa, you are already working, you may be married to a U.S. citizen or have family. So they are disrupting a very established process that Congress has fully recognized as legal, and they're trying to say all of those millions of people who normally would apply from within the country now need to leave the country to do so and get their green card.
And just to get some more background context, Andrea, roughly how many people a year apply for a green card here in the U.S.?
Navon, the #1 rated business travel platform, lets your team book work travel in one place. Flights, hotels, cars.
So the numbers, always fluctuate depending on administration, but we're talking about in the hundreds of thousands, almost up to 1 million. And so that is a lot of people that you can imagine who already have established ties here in the United States. And just so people who may not be as familiar, we're talking mainly about people like doctors who are here working on an employment visa, like I said, spouses of U.S. citizens. This is a real direct hit on American families who rely on the fact that our immigration system doesn't require their loved one or an employer won't lose an employee to have to leave the country for potentially years, because the wait times for these green cards can go into the years, which is why Congress has said, why would we make someone just leave the country if we already know they're eligible and are likely already going to get their green card?
I want to take us out to a social media post here from USCIS, which is the U.S. Immigration and Customs Services. They say this: from now on, an alien who is in the U.S. temporarily and wants a green card for permanent residency must return to their home country to apply, except in extraordinary circumstances. This policy allows our immigration system to function as the law intended instead of incentivizing loopholes. When aliens apply for their home country, it reduces the need to find and remove those who decide to slip into the shadows and remain in the U.S. illegally after being denied residency. A couple of things to unpack with this social media post. Let's start with the fact that they say extraordinary circumstances. Andrea, do we know at all what those extraordinary circumstances would entail?
No, so when they released this policy, they left out several key details that anyone impacted by this new guidance should know for their applications. And they seem to issue a cleanup sort of announcement later on Friday saying that there may be some exceptions for people who are maybe serving the United States in an important sort of national interest role. But we really don't know very much about how this will work. And once again, I want to just remind people of the scope. These are people already in the community on a legal immigration status. The United States has said you can work here. And what they're trying to claim is that the law itself is a loophole. There has been no change in any prior administration that created a loophole that made it easier for somebody to get a green card. But what they're trying to do now, if you read that announcement that you showed, they're very focused on increasing their removal numbers.
So there y'all see it, man. They're going to have to be in your country before you come over here. Don't come over here trying to just get in. We got to pay for you to get out. Immigration service. Yeah, if it wasn't Antonia, we would be in trouble. We had been invaded. No, that's what Tania said. Tania said get the pale one. Yeah, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Man, y'all linked in. Let's switch it to the doctors we got, man. I know Ainswell don't like me going too hard on he know Philly don't represent Dr. Umar, but I gotta get on the doctors. At least he's a real doctor though, right? At least, I think. Well, he decided to take up for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Shout out to my FBA sister Pink Book lessons, man.
And Brian, she getting a lot of backlash right now. How you feel about that, man?
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Let me speak to my sister. Let me speak to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. And yes, I'm going to call her doctor. I am. She says she is. That's enough for me.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Umar, what are you talking about? By that logic, anybody can claim any title without proof. And people should just accept it blindly. A doctorate isn't a nickname or a personality trait. It's a credential that's supposed to be earned and verified, especially when you're building a platform off authority and expertise. Taking money from people while cosplaying as a certified licensed professional, only for people to find out you're not. Like, really? Y'all, Dr. Umar is up here defending Cheyenne Bryant, the one that's been running around pretending to be a doctor for years now. Maybe Umar is trying to get Cheyenne Bryant to come work at his school or get her down to his hotel or something when he's in town. But whatever you think, Umar, just stop it. Cheyenne Bryant is not giving you no play. So no, you ain't got to do this right now.
I got one challenge for you. Try Whisper Flow once. One time. And I promise you'll understand why I haven't typed a full sentence in 6 months. Next time you open ChatGPT, don't type your prompt. Just talk it out. And I mean through Whisper Flow, not ChatGPT.
Now let me state for the record, Art, I have a doctorate, a real one, okay? I'm not saying nobody else don't, I'm saying what I got. I went to an American Psychological Association accredited doctoral training program. I am a doctor of psychology and clinical psychology. I will repeat, I am a doctor of psychology and clinical psychology. I am also a certified school psychologist. I also have 3 master's degrees in the field of psychology, clinical, school, and general. Now, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has exploded into social media space. Her career has really taken off since I first learned of her around the time of my last Nick Cannon interview approximately 2 years ago. I have followed her here and there. She is a stunningly beautiful woman.
We already know where his mind is with this one, because none of this has anything to do with the accusations, the lack of degree, transcript, or dissertation. Nothing.
And she also claims to have her doctorate in psychology. She claims that she went to Argosy University, and I'm not doubting nothing she says because I have no reason to. The school closed down. She has some issues with the transcript, the degree, whatever the case may be.
What's going on with the school?
If you actually had it, there wouldn't be an issue with the transcript or degree. That's the problem. She never earned it. And although the school is closed, she can still request everything right now through the third-party site. But no, she's not going to do that. Why? Because there is no degree. Like, this is common sense. Mental gymnastics isn't required here.
Here's what I'm going to say. And other doctors of psychology don't agree. Cheyenne Bryant having or not having a doctorate does nothing to my doctorate, Art. It does nothing to my career. It does nothing to my profession. I don't have a need to investigate her. I don't have a need to slander her, to belittle her, to malign her, to assault her. I don't have no need to do anything against that black woman because she hasn't hurt anybody.
This isn't about whether she hurt anybody or not. It's about credibility and trust. If someone is presenting themselves as a therapist or using a doctorate they didn't earn, that's not a small detail. It's misrepresentation. You can't build a message around healing, guidance, or authority and then ignore whether the qualifications behind it are real. And listen, coming from somebody always preaching community, specifically to the black community, Umar should know it's not okay for somebody to take money from black people pretending to be a certified psychologist or a therapist. That's dangerous. You're playing with people's money and mental health.
She is a life coach, Art, and you don't have to be certified or have a doctorate or a license to be a life coach.
It's only now that she's telling everybody that. But in previous years, she presented herself as a credentialed therapist. That's the problem.
She ain't misdiagnosed nobody. She ain't done no clinical work without a license. I haven't seen any wrongdoing from Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. So what do I think is going on here, Art? I believe that black women, I'm going to call the kettle black. Some men too, but mostly black women are attacking her out of jealousy. They are jealous of her looks. They are jealous of her life coaching career. They are jealous of her podcast success. They wish they were in her position. And because they are not, they are trying to destroy that woman.
Dr. Cheyenne and Dr. Umar, birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. They probably gonna get together. Isn't Scamar Cuban? Red fish, blue fish. Black Wolf, what's up, man? He said, I believe eyes pay attention. He does have a doctrine in well-trained ops, using it for evil and monetarily. A life coach is $10 per hour versus $200 per hour. What? As a doctor, yeah, that's a $190 difference. Damn, life coaches get $10 an hour. These life coaches is like Walmart workers, bro. What's going on? He respects her scamming ability. He like, man, look, I respect the results. Yeah, man, what else I had up here? Trump administration. I'll let this go. But yeah, fam, birds of a feather flock together, man. Jealous of her looks. Yeah, like why would what are you talking about, fam? I think he talking about the women. He ain't talking.
See, that's an easy way to dismiss criticism, but it doesn't actually address the issue. This isn't about jealousy over looks, a podcast appearance, or a coaching career. It's about whether the credentials she presented to gain trust and authority are real. If someone is out here building a platform as a therapist or a doctor, the conversation is going to naturally shift to legitimacy when you find out they lied about the credentials, not aesthetics and popularity. What you look like doesn't qualify you or disqualify you as a therapist. How many likes or followers you have, that also doesn't qualify or disqualify you. You're either legit or you're not. Very simple. Reducing accountability to jealousy avoids the actual question. Were the claims true or not? But obviously Umar here, he's dedicated to defending her no matter what. He already said he didn't care if she had a degree or not. So basically everything about this conversation is disingenuous.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Dang,
just
I
by
got
thinking
log
about
back
it.
in.
Meet Base
I've
44.
been working on the app, y'all, on Base 44.
Period.
I was working on the app for the water though. Doctors are supposed to heal. Those goofballs don't heal anything. A life coach, right? Like, what qualifications would you need in your life to be a life coach? Just experience, I guess. As long as you experience life, you could be a life coach. Watch them hook up and start a scam network. Sergeant King, what's good, family? My God, man, I appreciate y'all, fam. Always holding it down. I'm gonna open up the chat in a little bit. If y'all want to talk, y'all talk. Y'all want to talk, y'all talk. I'm about to open up the chat. But yeah, y'all, I feel like this reparations is getting more clear. Shout out to SBiz, man, for putting that in the Discord. How we can say that we've been wrong. I'm gonna do a video on it, so I ain't want to touch over it too much. I'll drop a video on that, on how we could take advantage of being wronged by the government. I thought that was a good idea, but I'm gonna bring it to y'all tomorrow. They just found a lot of nurses with fake licenses. Yes, in Connecticut, because they got them in Florida. They got them from a university in Florida, and they went to New York, everywhere with fake. You got my email. Yeah, I got your email, Sarge, for real. I appreciate that email. Yeah, I ain't get the second one. I got the one about Obama. You think we should may have to do a video on that one. But yeah, I got your email. Unless it was another one. Umar is a doctor with no patience. But how he's a I ain't gonna get into that doctor stuff, you know, but yes, he is a doctor.
Point blank in the story, I've told you before, Art, that black men have a problem with each other, right? We got an ego problem. I think black women's problem with other exceeds black men's problem with each other. What they are doing to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is absolutely unacceptable, Art.
What's actually unacceptable is a black woman misleading and scamming other black women. Cheyenne's fraudulent behavior.
Exactly, fam. Like, we are tired of our people getting scammed. It's fake nurses working on our people that don't even got nurses degrees. You feel me? So it's crazy out here. We got to put it, this ain't.
Behavior is what's in question here. That's what's unacceptable. She's not being victimized by being held accountable for misrepresenting her credentials and degrees for years. Accountability is not victimization.
They are destroying this woman more than Donald Trump. They are destroying this woman more than Candace Owens. They destroying this woman more than Erica Kirk. They destroying this woman more than the police officers who killed Michael Brown Trayvon Martin.
Bro, we cancel you and say that. What's going on with that dang school? We're going to have Ainsworth. You're going to have to ride by that school, man, see what's going on. Both figures. We need to be telling about the school, bro. I seen people start a school. I seen a 21-year-old, bro, started a school with little to nothing. Yeah, like, why aren't you running your school, fam? It's more money in him being an orator than it is him having a school, family. He's a talker. That's where his money is at. He need to be around talking. Him having a school is like, I bet if he had to be at that school every day and make sure, that was his occupation, he couldn't be around here. He around here talking to everybody, doing this Democrat shit. Pan-Africanism. Umar been working on that school for 25 years. He going hard for her because he probably got an illegal goddamn. Probably paid for his degree. I don't know why would he go. He said, I got a real one though. I got a real one. Can't even proper English. I requested an American only medical staff. Man, I was watching something. I'm gonna pull up some clips where a lady was like, when she was at her home country, she realized she was black when she came to America. I'm gonna play that up. He tricking off his money. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he's an author. He made books. Like, bro, why you ain't? What's going on? You a Pan-African? You talk about how the Pan-Africanism create everything. They the leader. I'm gonna show y'all these people talking about how raw Pan-African is, and this man can't even make a school.
Breonna Taylor, Sonia Bland, Sonia Mancy, Amir Locke, you name it, Art. The enemies of African people.
But I see what he doing, right? Like his target market is women. So he got to get on her side, for the women.
And this right here is the condescending BS they always try to run with, disguising it as Black Power or B1. First of all, Donald Trump and Candace Owens both have received more backlash than Cheyenne Bryant. Like, what are you talking about? At this point, I'm convinced he's just saying stuff. The whole look over there, don't look over here. Nah, we can look over there and look over here at the same time. And accountability doesn't become invalid just because the person being questioned shares an identity with those criticizing them. Basically, what he's saying is she really shouldn't be held accountable because she's black. And that's just crazy. Listen, Umar, you better get that school up and running by August. Because when more people start demanding answers from you, Cheyenne Bryant, and none of these other scammers are going to come to your rescue. The same people you're telling to ignore questions about credentials, accountability, and transparency, they're going to ask you the tough questions about your school. And you're not going to be able to dismiss it by saying people are just jealous of your looks or your popularity or your Breakfast Club interviews. At some point, you're going to have to answer the criticism directly. So honestly, I don't know why you didn't just tell our good brother Art here to skip that question altogether or just choose not to elaborate, because defending somebody accused of misrepresentation and scamming while you're already facing accusations of your own is a terrible position to be in. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this mess below. Gotta send a special thank you to our brother Emmett. I appreciate you, Emmett, for all of your support for the channel.
We gonna people lessons be having them should be having them sponsor, don't she? Well, yeah, I want to show y'all this how they be talking about FBA, Pan-Africanism, and like it must be a good market for them to be able to talk about it.
Kiss the motherfucking rings. because they got that, you know, they want to, because they, Pan-Africans paved the way for them to get up here and say half the shit they say.
This is what Pan-Africanism paved the way for.
61-year-old humanitarian's life was tragically cut short, and the family's life was changed forever on April 17th.
Just kept calling her phone the whole night. I was calling her phone, and I went out that night, and she wanted to answer.
Jawan tells me that's when they found out Norma was murdered. Ghana police gave the family a statement saying 2 people, one being her fiance, have been arrested in connection.
No, you right, bro, because I remember I was in the hospital with my dad, bro, and it was an Indian man. It was Indian people, bro, making decisions. So, real family, you right. He was he was charged once. He charged women $500 to have lunch with him. Dang.
Connection to this
That's
crime.
crazy.
I just believe that they were plotting on her the whole time. You know, they robbed, they bludgeoned her to death, and they buried her behind her home.
Pan-Africans paved the way for them to get up here and say half the shit they say.
An unusual campaign promise to end Black History Month in Michigan from a black man looking to be Michigan's next governor.
We don't need to have.
Right, but check this out. That's her, but this was her was saying all of this. Pan-African. It's another woman I want to show y'all, man. That's been standing on the business. Check this out. Where is it at? Let's go there, y'all.
And to keep it going.
Let me see where y'all at. Yeah, 500 for a date, fam. A lunch is that's crazy. Let me open up the chat, man, so y'all can talk y'all talk. Shout out to that Dallas Cowboy, man. We need you in that. I'ma holler at you, man. You got some time. We definitely can. We're gonna put something together. But I appreciate everybody who been. If y'all want to talk, y'all talk. We're gonna go over some reparations talk. But my family South GA fam, my pops was NAACP South GA. He saw them see island false positives and said, hell no. Dang. Ice, man. The government is finding out that doctor degrees and engineering degrees are being questioned. These foreign degrees are not legit. They're coming to find out. Right. It's like we got foreigners that don't really have the degree. So imagine the nurses. Imagine these doctors. And they got immunity. So if they kill you, it ain't nothing, you know. Pan-African even unite with other. Yeah, you're right. They don't even unite with. They don't even unite with the people in Africa, man.
We're gonna go just to show y'all how this country values us, how they look at us in every arena, how we being so many different superlatives I could use there, but just the way we're being just taken advantage of, mishandled, mistreated, whatever you want to put there. So you know we got Bike Weekend coming up. So now you know if you didn't know, they have the big celebration at Myrtle Beach. They have Bike Week. Now they have what they call Black Bike Week. Now that's normally around Memorial Day. That's Black Bike Week. Yeah. A lot of people go down there, you know, do their thing. They party with them. Now the police be down there like crazy, locking people up, blocking off all the streets, all this, etc. Now it's a big deal for the police. It's a big thing for the police when they go when Black Bike Week comes, right? So they also have a White Bike Week as well, which is like the week before, right? So when you go, if you happen to go down there on white bike, well, you'll see none of that. They'll be roaming freely out the streets, drinking, playing music all loud, concerts all on the stage, all that, like it ain't no problem. They'll be ushering them in and all that, like it ain't nothing, right? But on top of that, let's check these prices out. Now, normally when you book something, flight or hotel, correct me if I'm wrong now. Hey, I ain't, like I said, I'm just an old country boy. I just be asking questions now. Now, normally when you book something, the further out you book it, normally the cheaper it is, right? Okay. So we look at the prices for Bike Week, which is next week, or the 15th, and Black Bike Week, which is the week after that, right? So let's see the prices for the White Bike Week, as they call it, on the 15th. Now, so we got at the Baywatch Resort, from the 15th through the 18th, we got $160 a night, $655 total for the weekend, right? Not bad. All right, cool. That ain't that bad. Okay. Not bad at all. Okay, we can do. I can swing it. So okay. Well, let's see what the next weekend is for Black Bike Week. What the price is? $1,053 a night. $1,053 a night at the same exact hotel. Now, $4,314 for the weekend. Now it went from $160 a night to $1,053 a night in 1 week. Now what happened about this room in 1 week that it changed? Say it need to be $900 more. Somebody explain that to me.
Same hotel.
Different occupant though. Different pigmentation too. Come on now. This is the bullshit they run on us and how they do it, but we still go ahead and spend our money with these people and make them rich though. Right? Now go put the other one, the last one up too. This is another hotel too during Black Bike Week. Look how much this one is. $1,426 a night. $1,426 a night for these little raggedy hotel room. And any other weekend, and even on White Bike Week, is $160 for the night. But we still go down here and spend our money with them. Come on, give me back. We still go down here and spend our money with these people and make them rich. And we want to.
So y'all see what they do? This is why it's so important for what I'm trying to do. And I need y'all to support that and make sure we have that. We got to be having little locations outside of anywhere so we can have our own land and we can rent out to us. Because people can control where you stay. They can control how much they're going to charge you to stay there. But come on, bro. We all know that there's a black. Yeah, stop going, K-Saw. Yeah, you gotta stop going. They know what y'all doing already. They know the play. They like, okay, they coming every year. Y'all gotta switch up the location. Gotta switch up the location. That's something we may need to do. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff everyone gaslights us about. Big facts. Iceman, what's good, fam?
Mic check.
Yeah, what's good, fam?
Yo, bliss, honor, and prosperity, man. Yeah, I ain't wanna like cut everything on, cause I just wanted to make sure everything came in clear. But hey, man, what's going on, man? It's been a minute, but I'm just glad to be back in the presence. You know what I'm saying?
For real, we be chopping it up, man.
Yeah.
It's always good chopping it up with you.
Already.
But fam, I want to ask you a question. You seen that? I did a video on a new Democrat shit. Dude's talking about he from the South. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Yeah, I've been out for a little bit, so you probably have to catch me up. But you already know, man. I've been trying to pay attention to everything, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For real. But I thought it was in Daytona. Yeah, it is in Daytona. They do have a Black Bike Week in Daytona too, and it's not like that in Florida. But Iceman, so look, it's a dude. He claiming he from the South,
mm-hmm.
and he's saying that who gave us the permission as far as FBA to talk about reparations. I'm finna get into some reparations talk now. And he was saying that, what his people fought for.
What his people fought for, and what?
Yeah, he feel like his grandparents fought for the civil rights and stuff like that. So
do he know
he's gonna still vote?
put it like this: do he know who his people is, or is he just speaking on a narrative that a lot of people just speak on without doing their due diligence to know their consanguinity? Because consanguinity is your bloodline, and that's the legalese term
Mm-hmm.
that they really use, is consanguinity, consanguis. And a lot of people don't tell people this, but it's all about paper trail. It's not about, you know, this whole DNA thing that they think is the collateral damage, but it's more about the paper trail. Like, what paperwork do you have? What heirs property do you have? Like, where can you tie your family to that's tied down by documentation and product that can be produced? And a lot of us, we have that from Florida, and that part of Florida that used to be East Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that East Florida that became a part of what was at one point known as Georgia, which was the coastal region. And the information that we have through books like The Struggle for the Georgia Coast, that show you the coastal region, and different books that give you maps showing you things that our ancestors actually owned during that time frame, and also these collegiates that they want to try and paint a picture as if we don't already know what they are when it comes
If
to the
you own
reconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did somebody have something to say? Because I
No, no,
wasn't.
you good. Go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, like when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
the reconstruction um of everything that our ancestors had already built upon, say for instance a Georgia or Florida. Because when it comes to La Florida, and if you're talking about Tallahassee, we already know about Tulu-Huasi. So that's your Florida state.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever
The
you talk
anti-weapon
about
is
Florida,
Yeah.
what are we talking about when it comes to Florida? Like the Florida Gators, SEC, right? That's what Gainesville. How
Mm-hmm.
much information do we know about Gainesville? When it comes to Athens, how much information do we know about Georgia? When it comes to,
Yeah, right.
you see what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
some black town.
yeah, so like,
Yeah, it's some black towns that we gotta understand. Like now, I understand our black towns.
yeah,
Like I understand, like in Broward and Miami and Palm Beach, it's places that is historical black places
mm-hmm,
in Florida. Overtown is one in Miami. Um, you got the Pompano Beach in Oakland Park and Harlem McBride, where I'm from, Oakland Park. That's a big
that's
one.
a
This is where
big one, yeah.
plantations
Because
is
I
at.
got family down there
Yeah, so
too. I'm glad you said that.
and
My
down there, but
Benjamin family. I'm a Benjamin.
yeah, but we gotta understand, like you said, we gotta understand where these land masses where a lot of black people own their land at.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I
were
mean? We
there.
gotta
Yeah,
understand it. Yeah.
where these colleges was
So
at, it was nothing but Negroes there, and they don't
exactly.
realize that shit. Um,
Hmm.
so the
Just like in New York, we had Seneca Wallet, what that Seneca
yeah,
Village.
Seneca Village, and at the same time, you also had, guess what? Like Canarsie. Like, people don't even realize
Hmm.
Canarsie was an Indian tribe. ODB, Manhattan, the Manhattans. Oh, and the other thing too that I was going to let you know that I was going to share, but I didn't have a chance to log into my laptop. I was going to show you how ChatGPT tried to tell me Peep this right here, bro. Chat GPT tried to tell me that Mobile, Alabama was founded by the French.
ChatGPT. I mean, not even ChatGPT. Google. Google a lot like like they already in depth. You know what I mean?
Yo, and then when I told, you know, Chat GPT to stop the semantics, I was like, how are you going to tell me that the French founded Mobile when Mobile is named after the actual Indian tribe, the Mobilia, who spoke Katish?
Mhm.
And then Chat GPT turned around and was like, oh, you are 100% correct. I apologize. And I shared that on my IG. And I showed people, I said, no, look, whenever you start doing investigative research and the first thing that comes across your Google search, stop. Use discernment. Start looking into those sources and make sure that they're not setting you up for failure, because that's what a lot of these people were doing on TikTok.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. You right. We getting too lazy, and we trying to
That's
get
it.
information,
People
and it's
being
not good,
complacent.
man. Yeah.
They're not really researching information the way that they need to research it. They're just going with what they feel like AI is giving them. And I've been seeing a whole lot of YouTubers. I'm talking about like good YouTubers. Like they'll Google something and then just go predicated upon it. I'm like, oh
With
my
that,
God, you can't do that, bro. Please.
right? Because I'm gonna show y'all after this video. I'm gonna show y'all. We know that the Aztecs, and we know that Aztecs was black people. Also, the Mayans was black people,
Yeah,
right?
the
But if you put
Mayaka,
in
the
Google,
Mayaka
yep,
Miccosukee,
if you
East
put in
Florida.
Google, if they were black, it's gonna say no, these people weren't black. And it's like, bro, it's books and stuff that uncles done showed me where they were saying these people is black people. You feel me? So I'm like, I can't trust nothing. Chat GPT, Google, you know what I
But see,
mean?
that's the
They're
but
gonna
but
change the narrative.
but see, that's the one thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, is that the whole black and white. That's like
Mm-hmm.
one of the games throughout, like masonry, that's been played so much that people don't realize that this black and white game, they've been showing you this when it comes to Hollywood, when it comes to the flooring, and when it comes to the actual game itself, like playing chess. Like
Mm-hmm.
black and white is like the most predominant game that just so happened to become something that, when it comes to Amari Kasi, because I've been telling people this for a long time. Like when you look at the Yamasi, the Yama people,
Mm-hmm.
they at one time were calling themselves a Moragori Khan. And at the same time, the Spanish were calling them a Maracasi. How is it that you have Arabs calling us Amriki, and then they're calling us Americasi or Amaracasi? And then when you look at the terminology of these said words, it still means the same thing of what we were calling ourselves. If you had a tribe or a group of people calling themselves Amerique. But see, ain't nobody paying attention to that, because I can't find a
Mm-hmm.
tribe of people calling themselves African.
No, it's not.
You can't find a tribe of people calling themselves African,
Mm-mm.
but you can find a group of people that will call Amriki by the Arabs by way of the Ottomans, who were in part some of the chiefdoms of the Saponi people, the Catawba Saponi. You can look this shit up. It's literally Google. Like you can Google it. And you can look up the Spaniards. And you can look up some of the Dutch and the Portuguese that were in a lot of these territories. And I got a lot of these books that I don't mind sharing. I'm talking about physical books that I got because if you got Christian codes that are talking about Code Noir, which is French, and then you have Negro on the other side, and then you have English saying, "Oh, just call them black," but at the same time, you got Old English, and then you got like these old Vulcan languages where Blake and black means to bleach, which is the opposite of the actual word. We got to go back and start, like looking at what was and was not reconstructed the right way. But the one thing that I can say is when it comes to language, that's the one thing that we got to start looking into because
Yeah, we need to have our own language, you think, huh?
it's not just having our own language. Imagine me looking you in your face and me telling you, you understand me. Like the first thing that you're going to say is, how can I understand you when I'm looking you in your fucking face? I'm not standing under you, nigga. I'm looking you in your face. The proper terminology is comprende, comprehension. Do you get it? Do you get it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make you a lesser person.
Flag, I'm sticking
You
with
see
it.
what I'm saying? Like I be hearing people like, you understand me? You understand me? Like, no, I don't understand you. If I'm looking you in your eye, how can I understand you when I'm looking you in your eye? I'm not standing under you. I'm looking you. I'm literally looking you face to face. So my comprehension is telling me
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
for real, for real. Let me read some of these chats. Then I'm gonna let this girl play. I want to get more of what you're saying. But I went to Mexico during Christmas, and their baby Jesus, Manger, seen in X Park was of all black people. Okay, so you making claims that we gotta be. If it was all black people in there, Dark Gamble put Incas got enslaved by the Spaniards, and these are folks called Belizean today. FBA Van put I get it, but moving forward, none of this helps us. Black American is the only flag I'm sticking in the hill. I only give a shit about what we doing. All the past stuff, cool. I'm FBA and Muslim convert, and America is Arabic, is attaching a person to America, and they do call us that. Put FBA and the Muslim convert. Salute, Chief Asma. Tani and Mulatto. Black came way later. Indios was changed to Indi. Indios meant people of God. Big facts. Only thing should be important having a black infrastructure to build, owning land, and having power to. Facts. Let me play this lady. We're gonna get back to Ice Man. He talking that, he was cooking. We're gonna get into more of that. Yep, that language. I like to talk, but I want to show y'all what shout out to SB has put, man. We finna get this money.
The
Check it out.
anti-weaponization fund is for black people, and I can prove it. Oh yeah, baby, that $1.8 billion is ours. Especially when your vice president says the criteria is...
Check, we're going to take a lot of people who are going to apply and say that they have been mistreated by their government. We think it's reasonable to give them just compensation.
Here are 6 reasons why. First, the Homestead Act, the government gave away 1.6 million acres in land, and black people were systematically excluded. Wealth laws, $326 billion. 2, the Social Security Act of 1935, the government excluded agricultural and domestic workers, of which black people at that time constituted 60%. That's the GI Bill. 1.2 million black veterans returned from World War II. Banks refused these veterans loans, and nearly $33 billion in home loans went exclusively to white veterans. The Federal Housing Administration drew red lines around black neighborhoods and refused to insure mortgages there. From 1981 to 1996, the USDA denied loans to black farmers. Farm ownership dropped from 14% to just 1%. Next, the HBCU land grant funding gap. The government gave HBCU lands but refused to match the land with funds and the PPP. The government distributed $525 billion. However, black entrepreneurs received a 29% approval rate through banks, while white entrepreneurs received a 60% approval. And yes, slavery, absolutely, I'm going to include that. Because America benefits $14.2 trillion. I think we should flood the system with claims.
Yeah. What y'all think? He put you put the lightning bolts in it. Joey put the lightning bolt in there. But yeah, man, Iceman, what's good, fam?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Yeah. So how you feel about that, fam? Did you peep the video?
Yeah. I peeped the video. There's a whole lot of what I call statistics.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start going through these statistics, the one thing that you got to ask yourself is this right here. How much of these statistics is really congregational to us? Now, before you say, like, what the hell is he talking about? Pay attention to this right here. You know, you have a form of statistics where when you look into, put it like this. I live in Laurel, Maryland. Laurel, Maryland constitutes Prince George's County. That's one county, right? You paying attention?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Howard County and Anne Arundel County. That's 3 different counties. So you got 3 different districts. So when you're looking at something, you know, like in this nature, the one thing that I always ask people is, how can you factor in one county from another, but at the same time do the same thing in another state? Because when you start to look at it from state to state, these percentages start to decline. And the reason why they
Right, and let's
decline
take
is
it to
because what I'm getting at is the reason why it starts to decline is because when you get to the South, we're looking at areas in the South where our ancestors had a whole lot of control, but at the same time, they didn't have control because it went from a Republican. I want to say it, but I don't want to say it. But put it like this. I'm going to let you say what you got to say, and then I'll come back to it. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I don't want to like confuse a whole lot of people. You see what I'm saying? And I know the whole
right.
Maryland thing is going to throw a lot of people off because a lot of people don't realize that Maryland is a part of the South because they don't comprehend the whole Mason Dixie line situation.
Right,
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
But yeah. But hold on. I want to get this question for you.
Yeah.
The lady said, "Well, Trump, do you feel like this is a loophole?" Somebody put this in my Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like this loophole could happen from what this lady just said? That's just on that. Okay, well, he said that we can, possibly give in the loopholes that people who've been wrong from the government. Okay, go real quick and land your plane. I want to let you know how I feel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, we definitely can, because like anything that we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt predicated upon it, yeah, we definitely can do that.
So you think this a good strategy, the lawsuits, instead of doing it the other way?
Yeah, it's a good strategy. Like when you read through, like everything that um damn, I'm trying to pull that shit up, because the reason why I want to pull it up, because I don't want to make no mistakes, because I know for a fact, like everything that it was saying, like anybody that was wrong and stuff like that, like yeah, like if you can show beyond a reasonable doubt that, yeah, like we got a good factor in that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
So, right. So, yeah, I see you say, family, we have a chance to stake a claim on
Yeah,
this.
yeah, you
Okay, if
got a good,
we're going to
yeah.
stake a claim, what are we going to stake a claim on? Yaru, that was for you. You saying apply and see what happens. But first, we got to know, I apply. Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't scared to apply. What are we going to apply for?
Did y'all say something?
Y'all said, family, we have a chance to stake a claim on this. He put apply and see what happens. We have nothing to lose. But I'm saying,
Oh, I see what
what
you're
are we
saying.
gonna
What are you going to like
what
what
are
is
we
it
gonna
that,
use?
oh
Yeah,
yeah, like as a group or as
an
an
individual group. I
individual?
want to just because I mean, what claim? How has the government? I would say with African American term.
Okay,
What would
I
you
see. I
say?
see what you're saying. So, like, what is it that we would stake a claim to use as either African American or a socio-political construct? Now, the one thing that I can say is, if you're trying to use it as a socio-political construct or as a, yeah, it's definitely gonna be
You made us feel like immigrants for years,
right.
so it's like it's a scam.
Mm-hmm.
You scammed me on not mentally being able to protect my land. That's how I'm looking at it. So it's like that's what I would see. But I get what y'all seeing: Jim Crow, red line, and mass incarceration. Yeah, COINTELPRO. Yeah, for starters.
But for,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
makes sense.
but for most of us, it would probably be more so like land claims and things of that nature, like the heirs of property, like being swindled out of our land, like just knowing these mishaps and having this in our consanguinity, knowing that some of our ancestors had over like 90 acres of land, or they were natural farmers, tillers. You see what I'm saying? And just knowing that
Mm-hmm.
they had a chance to, like have something, but it was taken away from them, predicated upon, those stipulations. But you also have, I'm trying to think, like those that created different innovations, like say the Colemans. Like a lot of the Colemans, they had manufacturing companies in the Carolinas. Like they were some of the first mass manufacturers to have.
I'm trying to get back to that. Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
back to that.
we'll get back to that. But basically, what I'm saying is, I ain't even gonna. I'm glad you said that, bro, because I ain't gonna spill the beans on it. But basically,
Mm-hmm.
some of our ancestors were some of the first. people that have manufacturing companies that manufacture things, and I'll just keep it at that. So it's a whole lot that people don't realize that our ancestors had predicated upon the land and the
Especially
landscape.
land.
Yeah, because of the
The
landscape.
land,
Yeah.
bro, the land, the farmers we had, we were leading in farming in America.
Not to mention, back in the early 1900s, you also had pine trees. Think about
Hmm.
it, like pine. Turpentine was like at one point, like turpentine was like one of the leading medical things that kept a lot of our ancestors alive back in the day. Like that turpentine, like turpentine was in everything. Like people don't realize this. And a lot of our ancestors' land was just growing pine trees. That's why you see all these damn pine trees, these things that
Yeah.
we call cuckabugs. Because on the eastern side, the cuckabugs don't grow nuts that you can eat. But on the other side of the Mississippi, the pine trees predicated upon that Mississippi Valley, guess what? They grow nuts that you can eat. And people don't pay attention to stuff like that.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is
Hmm.
crazy. Shout out to Dark Gavel, man. Uh, the American. He put 1830. It started with Andrew Jackson Wood on the $20 bill with the Indian Removal Act or Immigration Act of 1830, and before with wars in certain tribes. Okay. BLM Bureau of Land Management and National Park Bureau controlling land, calling it government property. I see the
Hmm.
acclaimed y'all said Shot Caldwell said he's suing for PTSD, mental distress. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole
Sometimes,
lot. Yeah,
yeah.
it's definitely a whole lot that we could, you know,
You know what we
like.
definitely can sue for? The health crisis of our country, of us. You know what I mean? Health wise, we're
Hmm.
the we're the lowest rated. You know, as far as life expectancy and all of that. So I get what you're saying with stress and mental distress. It's like we definitely owe money.
Oh yeah, he talk about like the post traumatic, like the PTSD, like the
Hmm.
post traumatic stress and things of that nature. It's a whole lot that we could, or from a singularity, um, pretty much push the money into. But the thing is, what's the bottom line? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's the bottom line? Like, what can we do as a group as opposed to, just a singularity?
It's the group. How we could do it as a group is definitely the water. Our
Hmm.
water in black communities, the first real water issue we had was Anniston, Alabama. We had way more before that, but that was the biggest one. And that was
Oh,
when Johnny Cochran made his name, and he got the people 300 million
hmm,
a
oh,
town.
not to mention, I know it's not everybody, but the experiments and things of that nature. I forgot to add that in there too. That
Yeah, let
happened
me
to
get
like a
you to
lot of our
understand.
ancestors.
No, this is experiments. Let me tell you, if y'all, I don't know, if you own city water right now,
Hmm.
you go look up. They supposed to send you a report every month with what they tested in the water. People used to send me all of their, they used to be like, look at all of this, what my city has in the water. They got
Hmm.
names of chemicals that's in your water that is big, huge names. You can't really even pronounce it, and you don't know what it is. You never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
coming from the city. So what
Hmm.
I'm saying is, this, in my opinion, is kind of like an experiment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
That's
we're
why I
actually,
said that the
yeah,
experiments. That's
They
why I
know
mentioned it,
from
because
zip
you
codes.
the water
Yeah,
guy. Yeah, yeah.
from zip codes, they know who's
Hmm.
dying, who's living the most. They know who's getting sick with what. You get what I'm saying? They got all the
Yeah.
data. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, in our communities, we are the
Hmm.
most. The water is the worst. You get what I'm saying? The water is the
Yeah.
worst in black communities. When I'm testing, when I'm going around, it's like, so yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on the class action.
So that's a good one, because of everything that if you remember, like Flint, even though that's like modern, but just being able to go back, and then you're looking at, like, like a lot of people that was dealing with, like, hemophiliacs and blood, and then all of these other different things, where they were treating them like they were test subjects and stuff too, because Bear actually went through a class action lawsuit back in the 80s. But what I'm getting at is, what is it that we can find that we went through, that we can pretty much show beyond a reasonable doubt this is outside of course, what everybody is trying to do globally. This is why it kind of like makes me kind of mad a little bit, because of the whole COVID situation. Because remember, they were trying to force us to take these mandatory ass shots
Hold
through
on with
an
that. Hold on with that. We don't
executive
want.
order.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let
yeah,
me
yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Let me,
the.
yeah,
Let me
I
get to
get.
her on this content with this. He put, sure is the data center. So check this out with the data centers. I'm glad you put that. The data centers are siphoning the water and running bills on our dime. So I'm gonna put y'all on. What was the name of that company? You was just talking about it. They did the jab. What's the name of them?
It's
What?
different. It's different.
It's different ones, but I know one. I'm trying to think of the one that was in this lawsuit. Uh, Name
Oh
me the
damn!
name of
It
the
was just on the tip of my tongue. Come on,
Pfizer,
Chad. Yep. Yeah,
Pfizer,
yeah.
Pfizer, Pfizer, right?
Pfizer.
Pfizer was the same company. Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Pfizer, the same one that did the jab, was
And
the
who are they
same.
tied with? Oh, no. Go ahead. Go
Listen,
ahead, my bro.
that's
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
same company that polluted the waters of Anniston, Alabama, and paid out the $300 million lawsuit to
So
Johnny
Pfizer
Cochran
or Pfizer?
and Pfizer. Pfizer was the main company. That was the company that
Mm,
owned the other companies, but Pfizer was
at the
the
time.
company at the
Yeah.
time who was a part of that. So for black people, why would we let a company? I mean, and I don't even care, but they got that on their record of doing this to
Mm-hmm.
black people. Got a lot of black people sick. They were dumping this chemical into their water supply. And I'm thinking that it was more of an experiment than it was them just dumping water. You get what I'm saying? Them just
Yeah, it
dumping
was an experiment.
chemicals in their water.
Yeah.
So
Like
it
we,
was
we
an
can look that shit up, and I'll look that shit up. I ain't gonna
and
lie to you.
just like I'm saying, Ainswell, no, it's a it's a certain chemical that if you put it in the water, it could make men be more feminine. It's a black scientist that did an experiment.
Oh yeah, he did the atrazine. He
Yeah, atrazine. There
yeah,
you
he was
go.
talking about the atrazine, and they were also talking about another chemical that was put in the ADHD formulas for male children that were adolescents, and it was almost like they had it was like it was making them have titties. You see what I'm saying? It was like
Exactly.
their hormones were just out of balance. They had the most imbalanced hormones that you would ever think of, and for the girls, it was the complete opposite. It's like some of them put
Right.
literally have
Now,
like mustaches or like
yep,
chin
let me
hairs and stuff
interject.
like that.
Let me
Yeah.
interject. Let me
No, go
interject.
ahead. Go
If you
ahead.
go around the black neighborhood, if you go around blacks, right, we have the
Hmm.
most people that you see that has male with female tendencies and females with male tendencies.
Yes. Yes. You do.
If you look around all other cultures, you'll
Hmm.
see us and you'll be like, damn, it's a woman and she, you know what I'm saying? And you'll see that with us more than, you know, a lot. So what I'm saying
And I
is,
see it in the South a lot too.
yes,
I see it in the South. I don't see it highly up north, but when it comes to the South, I'll be like, the fuck?
especially Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
from Atlanta
neither
and
here nor there.
Florida, and oh my God.
The point is, y'all, I know, I'm convinced it's experiments being done on us. And
Hmm.
they're working. They know the data. So it's like, okay, feed them this. Put this in their water. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to take a shower. It got to go through your body. See, people don't understand our skin is our largest organ in our body.
And they
So
know
it's
we
like,
like to wash a lot. And the more you wash, the more you see what I'm saying? It's gonna enter your system.
seeping right in, like you're
Yeah, it
drinking.
seeps right in. Yep.
So, yeah, that's a claim that I know that I was experiencing that I probably got to put this together. But yeah, our water is definitely controlled. You know, that's like, you know, our body is 70% water. So it's like,
Hmm.
shit, you know, we got to get these people off our back.
But the fact that we know that that test was proven, it wasn't like it was a fluke or a fraud. Like that test actually proved the truth. Like when they tested them frogs and all of that, like that atrazine, they were telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They were literally telling the truth. And I mean, you're right about that. You know, um,
Yeah.
there's a lot of chemicals that we got to start looking into. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like this is something that I just throw at people and people don't pay it no mind. Like put it for instance, this right here, like table salt. Like
Mm-hmm.
most people don't realize, like your natural table salt is just what sodium, what chlorate.
Yeah.
On an elemental scale, if you take sodium chlorate and you add ammonia to it, what's gonna happen?
What's
It's
going to
gonna
happen?
change the chemical compound of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're doing that, guess what they're doing with a lot of these quote unquote pills that they're feeding to our children, claiming that they are suffering from all of these setbacks of, oh, he's just dealing with hypertension. Okay, what caused the hypertension? You see what I'm saying? Like what caused
Mm-hmm.
the attention deficit or et cetera, et cetera. But then you
Yep.
put these children on these drugs with all of these different chemicals in it, it's gonna make their bodies react differently.
Yeah. But
How
we
can
used
we
to have a
control?
saying. We used to have
Yeah.
a saying, and we used to say when I first got in the water industry, we used to say to homeowners that you remember when you could just drink right out of the hose? We used to tell people that, and like they weren't like when I was a kid, we would drink right out of the hose. It was all
Yeah, we
good,
had
right?
that well water because we had the well water.
Yeah, and not
As
even
that's what we
well water.
called it
Listen,
back in the
listen,
day.
hear me.
We
Yeah,
had
but
well water.
hear me out. Right
Yeah,
now,
I'm
what
listening.
people don't understand is businesses and people are controlling the water. They own these water plants. So
Mm,
people think that this is just, it's just water. It's like, no, where you're getting your water from, if you're getting your water from the city, there are people that are buying, they were starting to buy out these water plants. They were buying these water plants, a lot of people, and this is what the benefits they had. They wanted to make sure, I think they can make sure products sell from what they put into the water. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was business for some people to say, hey, if we control the water, we can get business in some other way because we can put this in the water. Look, even our food right now, they put a drug in the food to make you addicted to it. Called a case
Mm-hmm.
over sandwich. Yeah, like they put addictive, in food so you can be coming back. They want you to keep spending that money. This is what I'm
Yeah, they
saying.
put they process it, and then they put enzymes. These companies, I'm trying to think of some of the pharmaceutical company names. When I get a chance in the Discord, I'll start listing some of those names. I ain't gonna say it on here, but yeah, trust me, man. I've been doing it. I've been doing the research on it. I'm listening.
No, no, no. He put like BLG. My house has copper pipes. Some old house still got empty too. Yeah, them
Yeah,
copper pipes.
copper is like the creme de la creme of wiring, going back into not just ancient times, but like just um like even if you just go back to the 1500s, like copper is like the creme de la creme, bro, and that's an American
And you know
thing.
what? No, that y'all say that. Listen, damn, that's crazy, fam. Listen, check this out. They made it.
Detroit.
They made it illegal that you cannot have copper pipes in your home. Do y'all know that? I don't think it
Yeah,
was copper. I think it was. Hold on. I think it was something else. Copper pipes. I think they stopped that. That where they saying like you can't put copper pipes in your
like
home.
copper was like the creme de la creme. That's the one element that made a home is having copper wiring. When you look it up and then you go back in the day and then you look at what copper was actually used for, like real talk, like go back and look at everything that copper was used for. You'll be surprised. Like people don't realize, like from a elemental standpoint, what we use copper for, predicated upon pale faces coming over here, not realizing that we were already using copper.
Yeah, and it's crazy that they changed the piping. It was a
Hmm.
certain time they started using PVC plastic. Most of all houses were copper. I think it could have been lead too, though. Lead piping, and they may have took out the lead piping, or it may not have been lead. They may have said that copper pipes
They
produce
changed out the
lead.
copper.
Yeah, they said copper pipes put
Hmm.
lead in the water, so we got
And
to
that's
take the
that's how
copper pipes out.
asbestos and all that lead from the paint and everything came
But I'm
later,
starting to doubt that though, fam. That I'm hearing from y'all right now.
like
I'm starting to
plastics.
I'm starting to question whether that was the real case. Maybe it was to control the water. Listen to where I'm going at, fam. Listen to me. Listen.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the copper and the
As
water.
far
Yeah.
right, listen. In the 1930s,
Hmm.
Pfizer was putting uh it was making people sick. This was 1900. We've had water problems ever since then. In like the 1980s, they said that I think they said no more copper pipes because they produce lead in it, and it make lead makes people slow or something like that. And we went to PVC plastic.
It was the minerals and the like when you go back and you look at the South and you look at a lot of the copper that was being used, and then you look at the copper around um the Midwest. The Midwest was like some of the mass producing areas of copper,
Mm.
preferably like damn near around like Michigan at the time. So what I'm trying to figure out is, was it copper that created lead, or was it plastics? You see what I'm saying? Like
Fam,
that's what I'm
I'm
asking. Like
trying
I
to listen with me. I'm feeling like it was lies. I'm gonna research more on this
yeah.
because from what I know now, I'm just saying from what I know now, the control. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I know this for a
Oh,
fact.
from a control perspective,
From
yeah.
a control point, listen, when C-19 was out, the jab, all of that, they
Yeah.
said that Biden wrote a bill. I think it was before 20. He wrote a bill and he said it was like billions he gave to water infrastructure of pipes
Hmm. Cause
everywhere.
I feel like plastic was
With
like,
more, but listen to me. Hold on. Let me get this off. He
yeah,
he
yeah,
did the money.
go ahead.
He sent the
I'm
money
listening.
and he say, okay, we're gonna clean up
I'm gonna mute up.
infrastructure of all the piping, right? So somebody sent me this and it was like, okay, nobody's gonna need water treatment no more. Water God, because Biden just had sent all of this money. We could look up the money that he sent for water treatment, for water improvement of the water plants. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like, how could he do that? Like, why wouldn't they just been did that? The money got passed and everything stayed the same. We're going around testing water, and I didn't see any infrastructure, no new pipings, or you get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the controlling our waters has been an issue that we're gonna have to look into. I think it's been everything has just been, let me get more control. Let me get more control. Let me get more control. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because the one thing that I do know is that there's a difference between, like salt water and fresh water.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our fresh water, I noticed down south, especially in Florida, like a lot of the Florida regions, they have that alkaline water, like natural alkaline water, like that mineral water. But at the same time, in different parts of Georgia, like where I grew up at in South Georgia, we have like that cacti water. You know what I'm saying? Like that cactus water. And I can show you. And I had been telling people for a long time, like, where did all these goddamn cacti come from? Like different parts of Georgia, you have like cactus, and then you have that water, and it's around swamp lands. And you already know, like them marshlands, them swamplands, them marshlands are some of the best tilling land you will ever find a day in your life to grow crops and stuff like that. And crops literally grow. Kid you not.
Mm.
Predicated because of the weather, because we have that four weather system. And that four weather system is one of the best systems because guess what? In the wintertime in December, tangerines and goddamn kumquats still grow. And these are fruits. Why are fruits growing in the wintertime? You would think these fruits grow in the summertime, but they're still growing in the winter in South Georgia and Florida.
Let me get some of the
Because
chat. They put. I just googled it. Copper did not cause lead poisoning. It was lead
was it the
soda
plastic?
that would corrode over time.
They said it was
Mm.
lead.
I know that they stopped using copper.
Yeah,
I
they did stop. They did stop using copper because for a long time we were using copper. If you recall, because I remember, because I'm an '80s baby, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
And I remember them old churches, like even the kerosene, like everything was copper, like that rich copper color. I remember seeing all the copper wiring and the copper piping going through like the old churches, even the cathedral type churches
Mhm.
in Valdosta, Georgia. That's what used to make me laugh a lot because I would hear, Tariq Nasheed, he always would bring up Valdosta, and I'm like, damn, I was born in Valdosta. Like, why the fuck he keep bringing that up? Maybe, like maybe it's a reason why he keep bringing this shit the fuck up, because his family is from Alabama, so he know about Lowndes County, because Valdosta, Georgia is Lowndes County, and then you got Lowndes County, Alabama, and then you got a Lowndes County, Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? I can keep going on how these counties and these militia districts just connect to each other. But at the same time, that copper,
We
you
gotta
got a
look into
point,
that
water
copper. Yeah.
God. I ain't gonna lie to you like that. That copper is something about the copper. So obviously, we wasn't dying from lead poisoning. Our ancestors were actually living to be damn near a century year old, predicated upon not just, I'm thinking, the copper, but predicated upon the citrus like kumquats, tangerines, oranges, and things of that nature that was growing in these marshlands and territories naturally. I'm thinking all of this stuff was growing naturally, and the copper compounds, the elements, were there naturally too from just the earth, things that we could dig up from the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me. He's put solder from the welding the copper pipes together. So basically, you saying if you weld the copper pipes together, like if you got to make a 90, like you got to make a 90 with a copper pipe. Let's say you
A
have to
copper
have
pipe, yeah.
a 90 bend. So you saying, or whatever, if you have to melt those copper pipes together over time, it's gonna cause lead poison.
Well, I'm not saying that it'll
No, no,
cause
no.
a
I'm trying to
lead.
get the check. He put that in there. I'm
Oh,
trying to understand. Is that what they're trying to say? Like, because he put copper is safe, but I'm saying they're saying if you weld them together over time, it leads to lead poison. I
oh,
don't
somebody
know.
was saying it was because of the cost. I think that's why they went to plastic. I'm thinking the plastic is what led to.
So Sergeant King said yes, water. So it is because of the copper. So he was saying it's not the copper, it's the fact that them being welded together. I guess because they was, had to be welded together. But still, I don't know if I gotta totally believe that. Y'all get what I'm saying? From what y'all telling me
Yeah,
about copper,
yeah, copper being welded does not poison you. Like
because think
no.
about this.
Yeah.
When they got poisoned by who did I say? What was the name of that company? Pfizer. That was in the
Hmm.
20s and the 30s. They had to have copper pipes then.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing happened back then. If they had to do that, and then you're gonna wait to the 80s to say,
I
hey,
ain't never heard of nobody getting. Maybe I need to Google it. Um, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I ain't never heard of copper causing a lead, like when you think of
I
lead,
got a
you think of like
question.
rust. You think
I
of
got
like
a
rust,
question,
like
Kev.
iron, or you see what I'm saying, like something that put rust. You see what I'm saying? Like, does copper
Why
put
would they
rust?
care? Why would they care? Or why would
Like,
they even do experiments on it? That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Why wouldn't, like, think about it. We got what do you call it in our water? For the
you
Pinot
got
blend. Fluoride.
fluoride,
Yeah, they taking it out right now.
you got
Right.
you got what is it, a sulfuric, that like the egg, it smell like egg and stuff like that. Like, you got like that in your water, just depending on how deep down you dig to create a well, predicated upon the elements. Because I got a book, and that's the one thing that I'm gonna do, bro. When I go back on the Discord, I'm gonna start sharing a lot of the links to books that I got.
Information. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, for the
start doing that
information
too, man.
purposes. because
investigation,
I want to show
research.
you
Yeah,
from a Georgia standpoint why I used to like be like ill because like on one side of the road, my uncle house, they had sulfuric water, like like the egg water, like
yeah,
it
that's
kind of
sulfur
like
water. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then on the other side of the road, my grandma's side, which is like my biological grandma's side, like we didn't have that sulfuric. You see what I'm saying? And this is in South Georgia, and that's just showing you like different parts of the road. Like the elements are just crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. Toxic
Yeah.
gas biochemical warfare is
Mm.
the reason. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We gonna get look, I'm gonna get more onto this, man. I'm gonna probably, I'm gonna do some research because now I'm interested. Y'all done opened up my mind now. I'm gonna dig into this copper, into this. What's the real reason behind that? So I'm gonna have
Because
more
I don't
information.
think copper led to like lead poisoning. Because if that's the case, then what happened in Flint? Because Michigan was known for being the copper capital at one point back, like in history, as far as
Mhm.
like when it come to like just that metal itself, I don't see
Yeah.
that being like a poisoning factor when it come to
Me
water.
neither. It don't even make sense
It
to
don't make
me.
sense. Yeah, it don't make
Cause
sense.
we listen, we done had homes that had copper pipes, and I remember I was with a
Exactly.
company, and they was like, "Dang, it's hard to do those." You know what I'm saying? But
And people still be
still,
stealing copper wiring out of houses today.
right, right, right. So, fam, I don't. I'm gonna do. I don't. I'm not going with it. When you poison the
Yeah.
water, our body needs to produce energy. They can weaken the God body for real,
Yeah,
for real. Hey,
copper. I don't think copper had nothing to do with lead poisoning and stuff like that. I think people are just um yeah, yeah, like
control. It's
yeah,
control. You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
control. Yeah.
Sergeant King also put the grounds in Anniston was contaminated, and Pfizer knew beforehand.
Hmm.
Exactly. I got this from a book. I got a book called "A Mind Is a Terrible Thing to Waste," and it explains about all of the issues we had with our water in different towns. Okay,
Hmm.
all the way up to to the present day, and we've had a lot of issues, but it was always from contamination from the white
Yeah,
supremacy.
it had to be
It wasn't like
contaminated.
the
Yep.
pipes is messed up. The copper pipes is giving it. It wasn't never that. So yeah, I'm glad you mentioned using the copper pipe. That's what I'm saying because using copper is a form of purification,
Yeah, it's supposed
fam.
to be pure. Yeah. Thank
If
you.
you out
Yeah.
in the
Hmm.
woods, listen, if you out in the woods or something, they say this is ancient. You can put copper in water, something like it's something you do and it purifies.
Yeah.
I ain't lying, y'all.
It's an element. Yeah.
It's
Like copper
element
has
to
always
it that where you do
been an
that
element. Yeah.
that purifies water. So all I'm saying
Mhm.
is we gotta research, we gotta reach into that, and that's really me because that's my profession, it's my line of work. So I definitely need to be
Oh, it's my line of work too because I'm
yeah.
always looking into like different elements because I'm the type of person that be telling people like just regular table salt on your table is what they've been using to build fucking damn rockets. Like everything from your car to the carpet to like anything that you can think of can
Mhm.
create a motherfucking rocket or a missile. But people don't believe you until you show them. And I feel like one day I'm gonna just have to show motherfuckers like, look, this is how you make something unstable.
That's
Like
right.
the shit that you use to season your motherfucking food, this is what these motherfuckers is killing each other with overseas. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just Google it. Like Google, like what does it take to make a goddamn rocket? And you will see on YouTube half of the shit that we take for granted, these motherfuckers is using to kill each other with. But guess what?
Yeah.
We're not killing each other with this shit. We're trying to figure out how to solidify ourselves and build and create and sustain life. You're the water god. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers need water, but they more concerned with taking that and killing each other. We ain't doing that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
We
fact.
already talk about like copper on this and copper on that. Like, how is copper poisoning people when copper was supposed to do X, Y, and Z? Like, this is the type of stuff that we're on. Like, we are talking about how to sustain life. We ain't trying to kill nobody.
Right,
Like,
right.
we
Let
trying
me
to,
read through the chat.
yeah,
Sergeant
you
King
know.
put, well, the media pulled the fear to the public too. Yeah, the media. Cooking oil is trash unless it's peanut oil or olive oil. Yeah, get yourself some Himalaya pink salt or some raw sugar. No, man, I've been using that. Look, that sugar and salt. If it's white, it ain't right, man. That's what they saying.
Yeah,
If it's white, it ain't
that
right. You got to use
Himalayan,
that.
yeah, that pink,
No, what's that
the
stuff called? I've been
sea
getting that
salt and
abra. It's kind of like it looked like syrup. It's called damn, I can't think of the name of it.
oh, you
It's
talking about
not
sugar?
it's not maple syrup. I mean, it's not maple syrup, but it looks like that. It's brown. People use it as a sugar, a sweetener. Agave.
Agave,
Y'all know what
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Agave. You should only be cooking with extra oil. But y'all look, I appreciate y'all tonight, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Hey
have to
man.
run. But hey, this was good. This
Hmm.
was a good dialogue, good talk. And people sleep on this talk right here. I may have to chop it up and put Iceman out there, man. Put him
I'll
out
start
there.
sharing some stuff in the Discord, man. Like so we could just, like stick to more stuff on your lives, that
Yeah.
yeah, you
I
see what I'm
want to
saying?
have
So
now, man. Y'all, I'm gonna call y'all rules, man, so we can just have some topics ready. I don't be putting the, I gotta start putting the thumbnail up early. I don't be doing that, so y'all don't even be knowing what's going on, you know. So
yeah, yeah,
just to try
that's
to
good. That's
be,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
so y'all know to tap in, cause y'all just be
Hmm.
tapping in. Oh, Rob live, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to be where y'all know what's going on. But
Yeah, that way we can stick to the topic and everything. So yeah,
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
you. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely, bro. Yep.
We're gonna tighten it up with this, but man, I love and appreciate y'all, man. And I am coming out with that. We're gonna start buying some land for us, man, and put it in position. So y'all spread the word out. We're gonna keep talking on this, and it's all about, getting our community on point, focusing on us. This ain't no black and brown, this ain't no, we ain't doing that 2026. But man, I love and appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button for me on your way out, man. Push us on the algorithm. Uh, we go live on Tuesday. So I'm gonna do some research tomorrow, try to come up with something good for us on Tuesday. And I'm gonna be linking up with y'all, and y'all stay posted in the Discord, man. Let's communicate more. Let's give more information, give stuff in books. We don't want to be relying on AI and everything, because I'm gonna be giving y'all some information on stuff that I know strictly in the FBA water business, So man, I love y'all. Good night. Lavon, for real, man. Always love Ice, man. I appreciate you, fam. The knowledge.
Yeah,
Sergeant
much
King.
salute. Much salute.
Yeah, Sabrina. I appreciate you. That's love for tapping in with us. Call Dog, you already know what it is. Joy. My boy Ames Well. LL. The Water Gang, the Water Family. Y'all know what we do, man. We got big things coming for us, man. So y'all just stay tuned and we gonna get the blessings. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.